I think that's good. Okay.
And they're really quick questions. So the first one, if we can just have you state your name. Do you mind pulling the bench forward?
Yeah. I mean, no, I don't.
There you go.
Can you sit next to me?
Yeah, I'll sit
Okay,
next
cool.
to you. There you go.
So we.
Yeah. We're here with, if you can please state your name, who you are, and what you do.
Okay, I'm Julia Alonso. I am an MMA fighter, and I also do personal training on the side.
And if you can just, I know you said you're an MMA fighter, but I know who she is. But can you just tell people, like, you know, where you started in your journey and where you are right now, like why you are Jewls, the champ?
Okay, well, a couple years ago, I reached my heaviest weight at about 270 pounds. And I feel like that was probably the lowest part of my life mentally and physically. So I decided I needed a change, and in order to change that, I needed to change everything. My mental, my physical, my emotional, everything. So yeah, now I've reached a 100-pound weight loss goal at 170 pounds. I found something that I was passionate about, that I loved, and stuck with it, and knew that it wasn't just physical work. I had to work on my mental a lot. What's up, bud?
What's up?
Yeah, so now I'm a MMA state champion for California because I followed my passion, and I think I found my self-worth, and I found my self-worth.
Thank you, though. So that's who she is. Amazing person, by the way. And then if you can just share with us just a little bit of specifically how exercise impacted this whole journey that you had to go through.
Okay. Well, I think now that I can summarize it as you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. I think, working out, I knew I had to do something physical. It wasn't just going to be, I was going to lose weight, it was just going to drop. So I changed the mindset of I had to do what I didn't want to do, like physical stuff. Like, at first I didn't know how to work out, so I was like, oh, I'll just run. I'll run off my fat, right? And running was uncomfortable when you're 270 pounds, right? Like it's really heavy, hard on the knees. So I decided I needed to research on how to work out. I forgot the rest of the question.
No, that was just just how exercise is impacted, or how it helped.
Oh, okay.
Basically, because exercise, whatever type of exercise you do, it's hard. No matter what level you are, it's always hard. If you're at level 1 and that's where you need to start, it's hard.
I wish that I could sugarcoat it and say that like every exercise felt wonderful. I could tell you that it felt wonderful after. During, like you have to go in expecting it's going to be uncomfortable. Because what's comfortable is sitting on a couch, watching our TV, eating our food. But what's uncomfortable is honestly working on ourselves. But seriously, it's the best thing that we could do mentally, physically, for this world. And that's why I always say you got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because it's true. Like running a mile doesn't feel great, but it feels great after, and it's worth it.
Yeah.
So it's changed me physically and mentally, and I feel like I could say that I love myself truly. I really could say I truly love myself.
That's awesome to hear. And then just last question is, what words of advice would you share with somebody who's struggling to even begin to exercise, or who's struggling on their journey of exercise?
The best thing to do is to start. If you're struggling, I always used to tell people, you have to find motivation, and motivation does help, but you can always have a goal and never go for it. I think the most important thing is to have discipline for your motivation, because there are days where I'll wake up and I'm like, I don't want to do any of this. Like even now, after losing 100 pounds, there's days I don't want to come to the gym or eat right, but I know that's probably the day that it matters most that I should do that. That's probably the most important day that I do it. And still during it does suck, but after I feel so much better. I feel like I loved myself for the day. So I say find motivation, find something that you love to do physically. It could be anything, it could be yoga, you know, and I feel like also find a diet. I don't think any diet works better than others. I think what works best for you is what works best for you. If you like to eat chicken all the time, cool. If you like vegetarian, that could work too. I think you have to find something that you enjoy individually, and discipline. Discipline is number one, because you owe it to yourself, and you only have this one life in this one vessel, and you should treat it right, because you deserve it. Your life is a blessing. Think about, you're all miracles, so just remember that and figure out your why and why you're doing it, and discipline.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Julia.
No problem. Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Awesome. That was easy.
Yeah, it was. Like I said, it's very, very